I'm Akhmad Qudsi Tafansa, and this video is explaining the infographic assignment as the final examination of literary theories. Okay, let's start. I wanted to explain the Marxism in literary studies. First of all, the definition. Marxism is a theory developed by Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels that involves social, politic, and economic, explains how societies are shaped by material conditions, class relations, and modes of economic production. At its core, Marxism argues that history is driven by class struggle, conflict between those who control the means of productions, the ruling class or bourgeois, and those who provide labor, the working class or proletariat. The main concept, I'm gonna explain three main concepts of Marxism in literary studies. First, there's a base and superstructure. Society is built on two interconnected layers. One, base or infrastructure, is the economic foundation of society, including forces of production and relations of production. Two, superstructure, the institution and cultural products shaped by the economic base, such as politics, law, education, values, and literature. The base influences the superstructure, meaning the economic system shapes culture and ideology. However, the superstructure also helps maintain and stabilize the economic order. Second, we have class struggle. Karl Marx argues that history is driven by conflict between social classes competing over resources and power. The major struggle is between 1. Bourgeois, those who own the means of production. 2. Proletariat, workers who sell their labor. The struggle creates tension, exploitation, and inequality. In literature, class struggle may appear through themes of oppression, economic hardship, resistance, or conflict between characters of different social ranks. And the last one is ideology, analyzed by examining how texts reinforce, justify, or question social inequalities through characterization, narrative structure, language, and symbolism. For example, hard work always leads to success, and the rich deserve their wealth. In literary studies, ideology is analyzed by examining how texts reinforce, justify, or question social inequalities through characterization, narrative structure, language, and symbolism. Now we move to the main figure of Marxism. The first one is the founder of Marxism, that is Karl Marx. He is the central figure, developed the theory of historical materialism, class struggle, labor theory of value, capital, and commodity fetishism. His major works are the Communist Manifesto, the work with Friedrich Engels, and Das Kapital. 2. Friedrich Engels, the co-founder of Marxism. He is Marx's collaborator and financial supporter, expanded and edited many of Marx's ideas, especially after Marx's death. His major works is The Condition of the Working Class in England, Anti-Duhring, Socialism, Utopian and Scientific. 3. Antonio Gramsci. He has developed cultural Marxism, the concept of cultural hegemony, how ruling classes maintain power through ideology and culture, not just economics. Expanded Marxism into cultural studies. His major works is Prison Notebooks. Actually, there are a lot of figure in Marxism theory, like Louis Althusser, who developed structural Marxism, Raymond Williams developed Marxist cultural studies, and Terry Eagleton developed Marxist literary critique. And right now we move to the literary analysis of Paul's Case by Willa Cather. Introduction. Paul's Case portrays the psychological struggle of a young man trapped in a rigid capitalist society. Through a Marxist perspective, the story reveals how class structure, ideology, and material inequality shape Paul's desires, alienation, and tragic fate. Social structure. The story reflects a capitalist social structure divided between those who possess wealth and cultural power and those who must labor to survive. Institutions such as school, family, and workplace function to discipline individuals and maintain social order, restricting social mobility for the working class. Class division. Cather presents a clear class binary opposition. First, working class. Cordelia Street, discipline, labor, and monotony. Second, upper class. Luxury, art, leisure, elegance. This division emphasizes how social class determines identity, opportunity, and freedom. Exploitation. Paul experiences exploitation through meaningless labor and strict discipline that offer no personal fulfillment or upward mobility. His labor sustains the capitalist system while denying him dignity, creativity, and autonomy, leading to alienation. False morality and ideology. Bourgeois ideology equates wealth with success and beauty with value. Society condemns Paul as immoral and deviant while ignoring the injustice of the system itself. This false morality disguises class oppression and makes inequality appear natural. For the conclusion, from a Marxist perspective, Paul's Case criticizes capitalism as a system that produces alienation, false consciousness, and despair. Paul's tragic end reveals the destructive consequences of rigid class structures and unattainable bourgeois ideals. I think that's enough for my explanation about Marxism in literature, or in Marxism in literary studies. Thank you.